Hey you guys, this is gonna be another reading from me, long time no see. This is gonna be on messages from the universe for you. The deck we're using to pick cards from is the Day of the Dead playing cards, and I've already pre-picked and pre-shuffled the rest of the cards, so we're gonna begin, basically. Cool, pile one. Messages from the universe for you. A card, please. Okay, two. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. And then pile three. Messages from the universe for you. It was way too many, but I'll take one. Cool. Okay, so pile one, you have the Ace of Clubs. At least I think it's clubs anyway. Each. Pile two, you have the Ten of Diamonds, so Ten of Pentacles here, and then pile three, you have the Ace of Spades. Please pick your pile. You can pick now. Anyways, my perfectionist self. And then we can begin with the reading. Cool, I hope that's been enough time. I am gonna start with pile one. Okay, so Ace of Clubs. Potentially some, well, at the very least, a new opportunity is presented to you. The message here is that there is a message of passion. You have to follow the passion. It may slightly burn because there's tears on the face, and there's also, you know, a tongue on fire kind of thing. So, or trying to eat fire. So kind of be careful how you use your language here. What else am I getting from this? There's an opportunity here for you to show your true self, basically, passionately too, and to be admired for it, is what I'm getting from this card. Okay, first three cards we have are from the Normal Right Away, and we have the Devil. Be careful what you say, because it might come back to bite. That's what I'm getting, especially with the Ace of Wands here as well. It might be something sexual. You might be in the spotlight. You might be receiving a message to do with sexual stuff as well. The Hangman and the okay, wow, and the Hermit. A lot of major arcana coming in these, and I partly think that's my fault, because my energy is often major arcana-y, because obviously I don't do half in, half out. It has to be freaking spicy, but spicy we get, basically. Okay, you may have felt slightly punished. You may have been punishing yourself. This may be a message for you to dig deeper into what you're thinking and feeling about yourself, and actually change some things around you, because you might be you might be overindulging or not indulging enough. I don't really know which one it would be, so if it relates, it relates. But yeah, some of you have been spending way too much time alone and throwing away people, not really spending time with people, basically. And then others of you have been spending way too much in the throes of passion with other people, not spending enough time with yourself, by yourself, to actually realize what you actually want with your life. Interesting. What else is there? A message from the universe for you. The answers are coming. Whatever you're seeking will find you. You just may be seeking something that you may be seeking immediate answers, but you may be receiving slow answers instead, or something you want resolved. It's just taking a freaking time. It's taking its time, basically. Something here is taking a really long time to fix itself, even though you want an easy fix, you want an easy way out, you want an easy way in as well. So yeah, something's taking longer than you expected it to. Or there's a part of you that is kind of loosening, it's dying. Maybe you're loosening up, you're opening up to receive more, but like it's taking its sweet time, and it feels a bit like a punishment here, basically. Interesting. Some of you may be trying to come out on top of something very confidently, but it kind of feels like you're faking it, when in fact it's not that you're faking it. It's more the fact that if you haven't lived through something before, you're going to find a new way to embody that type of energy. But that in itself, it's an act of, you know, passion, I guess, but also it's an act of finding a new way to do something, trusting yourself again. And if you haven't done something, how can you trust yourself, basically? So I think that's a question you gotta well, I don't know if you're gonna answer it or no. I don't even know if I can answer it myself, to be honest. But if you haven't done it before, you can't expect, what is the word, I feel like some of you are expecting the worst, basically. And if you haven't done something before, you need to give yourself a bit more grace. Allow yourself the space to learn. And actually, don't be overly harsh and hard on yourself, is what I'm getting here. There's an opportunity to really, like, assess who you are and present yourself in a very creative and passionate way. But you're giving yourself hell for it. And I say hell with the hangman rather than the devil here, because this is ultimately about punishment, but like you're not seeing clearly. The perspective is rigged in some random way that you're just not perceiving it in your favor, I think, basically. So there's something that's actually working according to plan, but you're not trusting it. Maybe you think it's too good to be true. Interesting. Next cards we have are from the Serpieri Tarot, and we have the Five of Cups. Okay. Ace of Wands again, because the beginning it was the Ace of Wands as well. So, and then also the King of Wands. Okay, some of you really do need to trust something here, because you're really not. Like, the universe is telling you that you can trust it, but what you're looking at is what you've left behind, what you haven't received, all of the negative things, basically. You're looking for the negative instead of the positive here. Sorry, a bit of a, what do you even call that? A reality smash. I don't even know what to call it, but that's how it came in my head. But yeah, the King of Wands is someone who is incredibly confident. So again, I feel like you've been working on your confidence, or the universe has been trying to show you ways in which you can feel more confident and secure in yourself, but you've been focusing on what you're lacking. To be fair, sometimes that's okay, because you gotta be tempted again. You gotta go backwards to be able to go forth. Like, that's just a fact of life. The archetypes always work like that. You think you're going forward, and then suddenly you go back as if an arrow is being pulled back. But again, you're being skyrocketed into further dimensions that you haven't seen before. So there's new ways for you to act, but you're not acting in those new ways yet. Oh my god, I can't speak anymore. Okay, something feels like a bit of a punishment here, but it's actually meant to help you. And I know that sounds like shitty stuff to say and blah 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 blah, but life, I don't know. Jesus, what is this energy? But okay, there might be a bit of maybe a controlling presence in your life, maybe someone who's overly cocky, overly confident, and they keep feeding you stuff, but you think they are lies with the Five of Cups here. Someone's feeding you something and you just think it's too good to be true, basically. You're not believing yourself. For some of you. Or you're not believing in yourself. I feel like you have all of the skills, but you're focusing on what you don't have. So if example, if you're applying for jobs, things like that, you have everything in front of you. You have the passion, you have the stability, you have the confidence as well, but you're focusing on something that's not there. You're focusing on a part of you that's just a bit dead with the Hermit here. Or that's what I'm getting anyway. Next cards we have are from the Valentina Tarot, and we have the Eight of Coins. Someone here really do be applying for jobs though with the Eight of Coins, because this is all about work. The Tower and the Star. Okay, awful info, I know, but for some of you, when you reach the, what you think is the worst that will happen might be something that actually skyrockets you, and is probably the best thing that will happen. So the worst case scenario is actually the best case scenario, because sometimes you don't actually know what you want until you get it, and then you're just like, oh, actually, I don't really want this. I want something else that I can work for and work towards in a more positive and passionate manner that actually serves me. And potentially the rest of the collective too. But if you're serving yourself, ultimately you're also serving other people, because if you're doing things through passion and like actually feeling alive, well, of course you're going to serve other people, because if you feel alive, the energy is contagious. Other people will also want to feel alive around you. I don't mean this in a narcissistic way, so please do not consider it that way, or what is the word? Don't conflate it with anything like that. I really do mean if you are kind, if you feel like you are living for yourself, everyone else around you will start feeling that kind of energy, and we want to take part in it too. I feel like some of you have spent a bit too much time alone with the Hermit here, and now it's time to go out and play, but for whatever reason you're focusing on either work or something that's just bound to end. There's an ending happening in your life here that you may feel like you don't want it to happen with the Devil and the Hangman, but it's happening no less. I.e. holding on unnecessarily will only bring you pain. Sorry, had to be said. With the Five of Cups here, because this person is looking at the negatives rather than the positives. Why walk backward when you can walk forward? What is the point in walking backwards? Unless, of course, there are more lessons to be learned, and again, with the whole going backwards to go even further. Maybe this is what you're doing, to be honest. You may be taking yourself on a trip down memory lane. Some of you may be doing hypnosis, things like that, going really down deep into the traumatic childhood experiences, potentially, so you can heal them. And there is a lot of healing here, and there's a lot of sexual healing too, to be honest, with the King of Wands, Ace of Wands twice, the Devil, stuff like that. The sexual energy behind you, basically, that's pulling you forward, or pushing you forward, rather. Interesting. Message from the universe. What else is there? I feel like some of you kind of just want to be understood with the Ace of Wands twice. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it just feels like you need to be understood, but for whatever reason someone's either not getting you or you're not understanding something about yourself either. But you really want to understand something. You want to understand it to the point where you're giving yourself a freaking headache. Sorry, shit, that's not funny. But yeah, you'll get there. You have enough backing you to get there, basically. And again, please focus on your actual confidence. Focus on the building of power that you have within you already. With the Eight of Coins here and the Ace of Wands, the opportunity is right in front of you. It's right there. Seize it, basically. Stop focusing on things that keep going wrong, because then you're going to attract things that go wrong again and again, basically. Meditation may be helpful here with the Hermit and the Star as well. Although I don't know, actually, because King of Wands is very fast-paced energy. It's confident, but it's not necessarily fast-paced, but he's active, basically. King of Wands is a relatively active, secure energy, but active in the confidence. It doesn't sit well or bode well with trepidation, and then also on top of that, doubt itself, basically. Yeah, there's a lot of doubt in these cards. I don't know, there's confidence here, but some of you are doubting something. I feel like you're doubting your confidence, honestly. Some of you may be questioning how far you've made it, and if you should go any further, either in the job field you're in, the relationship, I guess, for some people. Uncertain with that one. Or for some, even situationship slash romantic thing that isn't necessarily panning out, but you want it to pan out somewhere. Maybe it feels like a bit of a burden currently. Something feels like a burden, basically. But you gotta stop focusing on the fact that it feels like a burden. There's something here that needs to change, and it might be your perspective with the what's called the Hangman here, because he is upside down, and there's the freaking light bulb moment. You're gonna have that light bulb moment, especially with the Hermit as well. I feel like you need to spend a bit more time alone, actually either meditating or calming yourself down, rather than telling yourself of everything that's going wrong, basically. Because there is a lot of opportunity presented towards you. Again, 2 Aces of Wands here. And the Star, for God's sakes. The Star's literally here. There's enough for you to actually, you know, gracefully grow. So please stop focusing on the things that keep going wrong. And for the life of you, please focus on things that go well in your life. Because I promise you, it will genuinely benefit you far better than focusing on continuous things that just make you feel bad. Because there's no need to constantly spiral backwards, basically. Unless you're doing something with that emotion to try to, I don't even know, heal it, transmute it, things like that, chances are you're only hurting yourself rather than actually healing it, basically. Slightly, but you know, unless you're actually healing it, then go forth and do that thing. But it's just focus on healing instead of actually exacerbating problems or making things worse or picking on scab wounds and things like that, basically. And this is where I'm gonna leave you. So I hope that resonated. I hope there was some clarity there, and feel free to stick around basically. So thank you for being here, and see you in the next one. Pile 2, you have chosen the 10 of diamonds, and the message the universe may have for you is that of opening up like a little rose and looking at the little crown you have there, basically, and just basically enjoying your presence, enjoying the presence around you, enjoying presents as well. So people may be giving you things, you may be receiving love, affection, actual physical gifts as well that you actually enjoy having, and not a, you know, an awful shit gift, whatever. What else is there? Happy home time. I feel like the universe wants to tell you that you're happy at home. There are good things coming at you, or coming to you rather, at home. So listen, open up, listen. It's safe for you to bloom, basically. Okay, good stuff. Next cards we have are from the normal Rider-Waite Tarot, and we have the King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, I was only laughing because the first pile had the King of Wands as well, so I was just still like, oh god, is this gonna repeat itself? Is it gonna be a message that repeats throughout all the piles? And I think it may, again, because again, like I said at the beginning, with all of the freaking major arcana, kind of always happens when I'm in a mood like this. So I feel like part of these is gonna be a message for me as well, like all of them. But anyways, what am I getting from these? Message from the universe for you. Okay, everything you've done so far, the culmination of it is happening in a very in a manner that allows you to step into a new, I was gonna say podium for some of you, I don't know, you're stepping into a new version of yourself. There's something new that's coming towards you that's physical, abundant, like really freaking richly abundant kind of thing. There's glory attached to it. There's the focus, the name, the, I don't even know what to call it at this point, the riches, I guess. Confident riches that are abundant and grounded. Something that you've been observing for a while has actually been going really well. Maybe you didn't notice it before, but it really is skyrocketing now, and it's allowing you to enter a new position in life. And that position can be at work with the Ace of Pentacles here, or well, I mean, I am getting work, I guess, with the 10 of Diamonds as well, because it is the 10 of Pentacles technically. So monetarily speaking, there's opportunities headed towards you left, right, and center, and I feel like you'll be the one taking them as well with these. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Following what makes you happy here, basically. Stepping forth, sitting down, enjoying some tea. I don't even know. But again, I do feel like some of you have been making tremendous impact and also a lot of progress on a project you've been creating behind the scenes potentially, or maybe it's been in the open, to be honest, but there is some kind of familiarity with it that's gonna stop being familiar. I don't know how that, okay, wait. King of what do you call it, Wands, confident, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, from in every way, basically. Used to being confident, used to doing things his way, used to doing things in a way that actually benefit this person, basically. And then suddenly the Fool, a new opportunity arises, a new way of being, a new type of, I guess, money fountain with the Ace of Pentacles as well. Something new is coming towards you that will make you feel even more secure in your confidence, especially, basically. But it will be something abundant and actually physical that you can either hold or at the very least enjoy, which is whatever, you know, same thing really. Well, no, but anyways, there will be times for you to enjoy, basically, is what I am saying. Next cards we have are from the Serpillary Tarot, and we have the Two of Wands. Lovely stuff, gorgeous. The Moon and the Tower. Okie dokie. Again, similar energy to pile 1, very different, well, sorry, similar cards really, but the energy is not the same. Right. I feel like this is you walking in the dark, not knowing where you're going, expecting everything to fall through. For some of you, something has fallen through, and this is why there's a new doorway opening here. So there's a new portal opening for you to actually create more monetary abundance for yourself. But you gotta let go of the old, and you don't know how to let go of the old, but you're already trying to let go, basically. So you're oh my god. You're on the right path, on the right track. you're doing the thing you're meant to be doing. If it feels like things are ending in some respect or shape or form in one area of your life, it's meant to happen. It's going exactly as it's planned, because you're being skyrocketed towards a more beautiful beginning here. And plus with the Two of Wands, I feel like you've been waiting for this. Maybe you have felt slightly stuck choosing decisions, things like that, because the Two of Wands itself, it does suggest that sometimes you have the information but you don't really know what to do with it. You are planning to travel but you're not traveling yet. You feel like you don't know if you should, because the Two of Wands, I think, is usually the person holding the globe in his hand, unless that's the Three of Wands. But either way, you're not ready to travel yet, but you're getting your stuff together basically to go to where you're meant to go. This could also mean that a job opportunity or some kind of monetary abundance is headed your way as well. Two of Wands. So you may be down in the, well, for some of you anyway, you may be down in the dumps doubting yourself here, when a new opportunity is being created for you to actually enjoy, and it might be coming from behind the scenes. Things that you've done behind the scenes are starting to pay off now, but you may not be seeing that with the moon. You may be in the dark, or this could also be that in the next full moon we have, which actually will be oh my god, when it's a full moon, does that mean it's a solar eclipse? No, it doesn't. It's a lunar eclipse when it's a full moon. But the next one we have is was it the 19th of May? I can't remember, to be honest, because I know we have something coming up now, but I think it's a new moon / solar eclipse. I can't remember. But either way, the next actual full moon we have will be in May, so, or late May rather. No, beginning of May. Never mind, I'm chatting shit. But yeah, anyways, by the next full moon, there's gonna be something that presents itself to you in terms of monetary abundance that actually allows you to go forth, basically. So if you have felt slightly stuck and like you haven't been making decisions, or you've had to wait to make a decision, there will be some kind of decision that opens its way for you, towards you. For some of you, through you as well. There will be some kind of mental clarity here. And for some, this also means that something will break apart with the Tower here, so that you can actually go forth and seize whatever it is that you need to seize, basically. Seize is obviously a bit of an extravagant term, but at the same, because it's very active. But there's something you want to have here that you will get. You may not have been getting it immediately with the Two of Wands here, but it is coming. It's making its way towards you, basically. So think of it however you want to, whether it's a job, I don't even know, a person, love, romance. I think it's something to do with a job, not gonna lie, or some kind of present that you've been waiting for anyway. Or for some of you, it could also be actually inside your head, so some kind of clarity that you've been waiting on, that you haven't been, for whatever reason, it hasn't been accessible to you for a while. It will be. There will be some kind of clearing happening for you to actually enter into this new phase, where there will be more gifts and actual physical abundance for you to feel what's the word, confident and not threatened by, with the King of Wands here. Last cards we have are from the Valentina Tarot, and we have Strength. Again, perseverance is key. You got it in the bag. You just gotta wait a bit more longer. That was a weird sentence. You just have to wait a bit longer. That's it. The Chariot, there we have it, and the Hermit. Okay, making decisions and then sticking by them. Although, on that note, I have been reading more tarot. Actually, it's right here. This book may be of use to some of you. I don't know. Tarot for Change. It has really cool interpretations on the cards. The way the lady interprets the Chariot is someone who's actually relatively stuck. Same with the Two of Wands, to be honest. Which is pretty strange. You wouldn't expect that, because you would think the Chariot makes seriously quick decisions, because it is Cancer energy in the end. But also, you know, there's the White Sphinx, the Black Sphinx, and then the whole freaking Chariot that's supposed to move. But if you actually focus on the imagery, this does have a point. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, you would see that the Chariot isn't going to move anywhere, because those Sphinxes are freaking heavy, and the likelihood is that the legs in the actual Chariot are filled with is a cement, I think. So you can't actually move necessarily and make the decisions you need to. So I feel like some of you here have been quietly working on your projects, diligently working on doing your thing, minding your business, and you're waiting for the ships to come in, but basically they're taking their sweet fucking time. Okay, this is getting a bit similar to the first pile now, so I don't know. The cards are pretty similar with the Hermit and what is it, the King of Wands. I think the Fool was there, but I cannot remember. I think the Tower was there, but I also can't remember. Anyways, oopsie. But the message does stand. It's quite similar in that sense. There's something that's coming towards you. I feel like there's more positivity in yours, and it's coming a bit faster than the first pile. But also the first pile, there was a lot of doubt there. But either way, I genuinely do think there is something coming towards you. You may have felt a bit stuck though, waiting for this thing. Whether it's a thing applied to whatever it is in your life, because it could be, you know, again, romance, job, career, thing, whatever, really. But there has been something you have been waiting for, which is about to take off. And I get that the Chariot can mean multiple things to people and stuff, but again, it's about to take off, and you just have to wait a tiny bit longer, basically, to make. I feel like you'll be making a decision either way. So whatever the decision is in your head to make it, it might be time with the Fool and also the Tower. Basically, it's time for you to actually embrace your abundance and stop giving into petty thoughts. For some of you there, or things that stop you. There isn't really. I don't want to say doubt, because I don't think this is doubt. I feel like there's a physical impediment here. There's something that's literally physically stopping you from doing something. I don't mean in terms of disabilities, but if it's that, it's that. But what I mean is like a person or a situation. Something feels like it's stopping you from doing something that you really want to do. For some of you, it may actually be moving, but for whatever, maybe it's finances, maybe you don't want to move yet because you don't know how to move yet, and it's just like, but something will open up, basically, to clear the way here. And it might be a tiny bit shocking, but at the same time, I feel like you would have expected it. So I feel like you would actually welcome it, even if it is shocking, basically. That's what I have for you. So I hope that resonated. I know my energy is a bit scattered today, so there is that, but here we are. I really do hope this resonated though, so feel free to stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Pile 3, you have chosen the Ace of, I forgot what this is. Spade. This is what it is, which is the Ace of, what the fuck is a spade? Sword. Communication, basically. Abrupt, sharp thinking, as opposed to whatever the fuck I was just doing now in my head. Something that clears the way for something beautiful to emerge from your head. Well, yeah, there we have it, I guess. Thoughts, actual clarity, thinking positively. So the message from the universe for you is to think a bit more clearly about what you like. For some of you, implement more vision board stuff in your life so that you're actually thinking about them more often. I don't even know if that makes sense, but exposing yourself to subliminal stimuli, basically. Putting things around, I don't know, post-it notes, things like that around your bedroom, places you frequent, basically, to tell yourself that you are lovable, things like that. But, well, affirmations really, but also reminding yourself of little clear beautiful things about yourself is key here, because I just feel like you need a little bit of a reminder to know that your clarity, like, it's present, and it should stay present. I don't know if that makes any sense. You may have been hiding, so now something new is coming up to tell you that there's no need for you to hide, because again, an Ace of Swords is deep clarity. It's cut through. It's quite sharp, basically. So if it has to be, if you have come to a time where something sharp needs to enter your life, well, clearly there has been something a bit either shady that needs to be cut off now, or something that just, it was lacking in some sense or form, basically, or lacking clarity rather. Anyways, first cards we have are from the Rider-Waite Tarot, and we have the Three of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. You're fine. You're doing fine. Cut something out of your life though. Holy shit. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is you. Well, that's how I'm reading it. Well, this is also you, really, I think. Or you might be trying to break some... Sorry, you're not trying. Okay, someone's either broken your heart or you're breaking their heart, basically. There's something heartbreaking here in the sense that it will be cleared away from your energy. Maybe you do need a reminder to tell yourself constantly, consistently, through subliminal messages that you are beauty, you are love, you are, you know, everything beautiful in this freaking life that, you know, exists, you do deserve, basically. But yeah, and when I say that, I don't mean just subliminals and listening to affirmations and things like that, but the point of writing them on post-it notes or things that are familiar to you is that they are familiar to you, but you don't even necessarily have to look at them. You kind of just need to catch color, or catch color. If it's a pink post-it note, basically, and you put it in a place where you know you're gonna look at often, even if you don't look at the words exactly necessarily word for word, you're still gonna know it's there. Your brain is still going to focus on that thing, which means the affirmation itself is still gonna sink itself into your brain, even if you're not reading the actual words. Purely, simply because you've made the neural pathway connection to actually associate it with the words you've written on that post-it note or whatever. Wow, that was anyways, yeah, someone needs that, basically. But here we are. If we, oh my god, why am I including myself in this? If I'm gonna continue with the we, so you feel included, or I feel included, if this is my pile too. But if there's been some kind of heartbreak here, some kind of shattering realization of something that just wasn't going your way, basically, or our way, I guess, it wasn't going in the direction it was supposed to, it really was, maybe the shattering illusion was necessary. The pain was not, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, if we are inclined to learn through pain as humans, then that clearly means that maybe we should change the way we learn, i.e. learning things from love instead of through pain. That would make life so easy. Jesus. But it do be like that sometimes. Sorry. Whatever the case is, I feel like you're on the upscale journey now. For every negative thing that happens, there will be a positive thing that brings it back up. Not gonna lie, it's just always like that. Or that's what I tell myself whenever some random shitty thing happens. Basically, it's just the cycle of life, and it's gonna go back up again. And then we're just gonna need to learn how to deal with the positive and the negative. And it's just like, I've had enough right now, anyway. But again, it's the whole freaking cycle. It moves up and down. Like, you will be in a happy position, you will be in a sad position, and then you have to deal with it. However, I deal with mine through humor and sarcasm too. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, what you're creating here, the message from the universe, is to actually feel the pain with all the swords in here. So there is that. There is some kind of clarity entering your vision and actually making itself known in your life. But you are more secure than you think you are here, with both with the Wheel of Fortune and with the Queen of Wands. Whatever happens, again, you will be safe. Whatever happens, you will always be present, basically. Well, that's unfortunate in its own right sometimes, but at the same time, there is a lot of beauty in being present, because when you're present, you are able to change things in your life much easier than when you're not. Because I can't lie, this does also speak about being present, like sharply and very clearly. But when you're constantly daydreaming, you're not necessarily making things better. You're more disassociating, which is a great coping technique and all of that jazz. But sometimes you gotta be present, and you gotta cut something out, like immediately, clearly, abruptly, basically, with power attached to it. And I feel like that's what you'll be doing. The universe is here to tell you, basically, and so am I, that you got it together. You will be protected no matter what, both with the Wheel and also the Queen of Wands. She has the black cat on the bottom. She can deal with absolutely anything. The Queen of Wands has already been on the bottom of the Wheel, and she's going to the very freaking top as well. And she's one of the only queens who's, well, I mean, all the queens have their positives and negatives, but this one goes like all the way down to the nitty-gritty, to the ugly stuff, and she heals it because she has to. Well, she doesn't have to, but I mean, to be the Queen of Wands, I feel like you kind of do, though. You have to embody the energy, like to be able to grow sunflowers out of your hands and well, not out of your hands. To be able to have the sunflower, you have to go through the black cat stage. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to someone out there. It probably makes sense to me too. But you have to go through the stage where you feel unlucky, and I know black cats do not signify, what is the word, being unlucky, but the superstitions, things like that, we attach meaning to them. So I feel like what the universe is telling you here is that you can attach a different meaning to this. You don't have to prescribe to this, but you need to attach that meaning very clearly, basically. So being present, again, will be very helpful here, because you get to attach the value of what a situation has to you. You can literally see, or choose to see it differently, rather, but you gotta get out of the pain mentality first, and for that to happen, you gotta feel the emotions, is what I'm trying to say here. And you can't intellectualize those emotions, because that doesn't work either, because when you're intellectualizing your emotions, are you feeling them? No. Yay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm being this sarcastic, but the point I'm trying to make here is that you are the baddie and things are working in your favor, even when it looks like they're not. Even when you are in pain, things are still working out in your favor, because clearly the universe actually supports you, basically, even when it looks like this. I promise you, you have to choose how to view things in your reality. And even if you didn't choose to view it in a positive way, it doesn't matter, because for every this emotion that this clarifies here, something good will happen, but you have to stick through. You have to stay, basically. Okay, next cards we have are from the Serpieri Tarot, and we have the Four of Wands, stay, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Cute. Okie dokie. Four of Wands. Very even Adam imagery here, with this bottom person probably being Adam, and then this top person being like, yes, cute apple. Time to waste my time. I don't know why I said that. Don't even me. Okay, let me think clearly, because I'm making stuff up now. Or channeling, whatever. Which I have realized that people do actually use to say that what they're saying is absolute BS, but it comes true later. So that's the freaky part, basically. All of the random thoughts that you have in your head actually come true if you externalize them. And I feel like partly when other people watch what you actually say, they also make it come true, because they're listening to it and they're adding vibration to it. So basically, again, with the knowledge, with telling yourself beautiful things, the more you continue, the more you're adding to it. And the more you're becoming a match for it too. Not this imagery here, but if this is how it gets in your head, then it gets in your head. But, okay, this one's probably better, because clarity, again, the sword. But again, beautiful moments are coming towards you with the Four of Wands here. You have done the work. You are doing the work. You're constantly doing the work. You'll never be done with the work. But there will be beauty heading itself towards you. I don't know what that means, but I guess with the Queen of Wands, again, this could also be a glow up of some kind for some of you. Some of you may have gone under the knife to do whatever it is. What is it called? Plastic surgery, all of that jazz. I support, personally, if you're doing it for you, not if you're doing it because you feel like everybody else is like, oh my god, your titties are so small, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, or your nose is too big or too small, or this or that. And it's just like, bro, shut up. But if you're doing it for yourself, if you actually feel like it will make you feel better, then go ahead, you know, that's it. Just remember, obviously, that it's a procedure that cannot be, I mean, you guys know this already, to be fair. It cannot be changed or altered and stuff, or it's really hard to alter it anyway. So, again, you gotta be ready to face the music for some of you. Not the consequences, and not necessarily a negative thing, but facing the actions or the I don't even want to say reactions, because I don't really resonate with the word reaction. It just doesn't feel like it's me. Okay. Six of Cups. Looking in the mirror here. Okay, some of you are definitely going through some kind of glow up, and for some of you it could be because of heartbreak. Maybe your heart got broken recently, and now you're looking in the mirror and you're contemplating life and you're contemplating your looks, and you're just like, oh my god, I wasted my time there. So maybe this is where the time wasting came from. Maybe you felt like you were used. Maybe you felt like things just weren't going the way they were meant to. It took you by surprise, because the horse is just basically trying to kill her at this point. Okay, something was yanked from underneath you very fast. You didn't expect it, and now that it has been yanked, you're just like, what the like, basically, like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? But honestly, with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're better off without it. Like, this is the best queen to get in terms of that kind of stuff. But also, in terms of breakup, the Queen of Wands is also the sexiest queen. So please be careful of not going under any other person to get over someone else, because that's not how it works. Not gonna lie, you're just gonna hurt other people's emotions and also yourself. And then you're gonna feel like you did yourself dirty there. But if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. So if it makes you feel better, fine, cool, whatever. But likelihood is, whatever. For some people it works differently, I guess. But again, going under someone new to forget the past doesn't work like that. You forget the past by facing yourself clearly and admitting to yourself not where you went wrong, but what happened there that allowed that situation to happen, basically. I don't want to say that, you know, someone else cheating is your fault or anything like that, but I also feel like there's always signs. That's the thing, and sometimes you really can't see them, but for whatever reason there is always a sign that something is happening. And that's not to say that it's your fault or anything like, oh, my fault either, what the hell. But it is to say that we have to face ourselves clearly, basically. There's some kind of facing here that you're doing of yourself. So for some of you, this isn't even about a breakup maybe, but it is about facing yourself clearly and understanding that your confidence is here to stay, and that no other person can actually take it away from you. Because value, intrinsic value, does not, like, you are valuable the way you are. Like, not even because you're you, because you're a human or whatever. You are valuable because you were born. That's it. It's not negotiable. I hate that word, non-negotiable, but at the same time, that's the only one I have right now. It's not up for debate, basically, your value. It never was. But maybe some of you let it be up for debate because you didn't realize, or because you were taught that you can't, you know, choose for yourself, things like that, whatever. It transpired already, you can't change the past, but now you can work on yourself and you can create a better reality for yourself. And I honestly hate being that person to be like, oh, you need to work on yourself, all this, all that, but like, that's what we're doing our entire lives. And I'm tired of hearing it. But at the same time, this is exactly what we're doing our entire lives, trying to face ourselves, except all we do is try to face ourselves through different people. And I feel like now is the time for you to face yourself through yourself, basically. For some of you, this does mean looking in the mirror and speaking nicer words to yourself. Again, whatever you say comes true. You gotta listen. And you gotta pay attention, because it will catch you in the weirdest of times. And sometimes you're gonna hear it from other people as well, and you're just gonna be like, oh my god, I just said that in my head like 2 days ago. And now you're echoing it. It's wild, but it's really cool. But I think you're gonna realize that on your own. You really are. Last cards we have here from the Valentino Tarot, and we have the Fool again, going headfirst into battle here. Well, I don't know why I thought into battle, but there's another black cat here as well. So some of you may have a black cat, or you may be in the mood to get a pet. So a pet is a responsibility, not a mood, please. To myself, not to somebody else. But I have been in the mood for a pet. I have always wondered. You see how people get pets and then they're like, they look like the pet, or the pet looks like them. You can see the familiarity in the faces. Again, with the looking in the mirror and finding other people or animals, I guess, looking like you. But it's just so wild. And I've just always wondered what the hell my pet would be. Like, what? I don't know, man. At this point in time, I've come to the conclusion that it might be a raccoon. I don't know. But anyways, some of you may be considering getting a pet here. Where are the cards? Oh my god. I do not know where the card went. I'm literally holding them. Anyways, some of you may be considering getting a pet. Some of you may be thinking that black is unlucky. Or maybe you've been wearing a lot of black as a protective measure. Obsidian may be of importance here, or oh no, what's the other one? Black tourmaline. Crystal wise, maybe, perhaps, but also black is actually pretty lucky. Although again, you attach value to whatever it is you are thinking. It's not a superstition. Please don't believe, well, or believe, I don't know, but you're adding value to it too. So the more people believe in something, the more it comes true. So yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Queen of Wands and the Fool. Messages from the universe. Okay. Embarking on a new journey here of actually believing in yourself and confidence. All of these powers have been similar in that sense. Confidence is key, necessary, present, but you're doing something that will have an impact on generations to come with the Four of Wands here, because this is technically the marriage card and all of that jazz. No, you don't have to be married. No, you don't have to get married, all of that jazz. But whatever you're doing, like, you're healing codes within yourself, basically. Like, you're healing so much around yourself, within yourself, that it's just radiating out of you very peacefully and beautifully, but with also so much power. It's just gonna affect more people around you, and also more opportunities, basically. Sorry, it will attract more opportunities towards you the more you heal yourself, because your energy clears itself, basically. Again, with the Ace of Swords here. The other two cards we have, which I didn't show, are the King of Chalices, so King of Cups, and also the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so working with people, again, new adventures starting with people here. There may be potentially, if this was a breakup, there could have been a third party, potentially. You may be coming together with this person again and working out your differences. I don't want to, what is the word? Sow the seeds for false hope, things like that. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, please, I beg you, don't take it, please. But, yeah, interesting. The person on this card has scissors here, so she's gonna cut she's cutting the underwear off, I guess. But whatever the case is, there's a scissors involved here, so I genuinely do feel like even if there was a third party, something needs to be cut off anyway. So whether that person is cutting off the third party to be with you, or whether you are cutting off this person because you don't want anything to do with that freaking triangle, good on you, basically. I'm on your side here, but at the same time, change behavior is an apology. If there is no change behavior, there is no apology. I don't care. That's fact. That's it. If this person hasn't changed and they're apologizing for no reason, well, sorry, for selfish reasons, but not really an apology. Some people really don't know how to apologize, which is so silly and so stupid. But like, I guess emotional maturity and things like that come with, not even with age or time, they come with practice. And some people haven't practiced how to say sorry themselves, which is wild, because it's just like, what? But anyways, what's coming towards you, or rather the message from the universe that's coming towards you, is that there will be a choice here to be made. You may have more communication with someone, maybe a water sign, so water Pisces, Scorpio, or what's the other one, Cancer. Potentially they may have their moon in that sign, or their rising. I'm getting moon vibes because of the coin in here, but I don't know. But yeah, three of Pentacles. There may be an opportunity sent to you by someone who is a water sign, basically, so maybe a Pisces. A work opportunity type is what I'm getting from this. And if it's not love related at all, basically, someone may actually find you a job or offer you something of value that you will cherish. Again, with the, well, that was actually pile too, but you might be receiving some kind of gift, except your gift is of clarity here. So again, you'll be creating the clarity, but you're also receiving the clarity because you've done enough internally, basically, to face yourself. Or you will be doing enough to face yourself, but you're constantly facing yourself. You can't run away from facing yourself. Can't move to a different country without yourself. You're still going to be stuck in the same mind. So you got to make it a nice place. You got to add some cushions over there and actually sleep well. And look after yourself really well too. So I feel like the universe is giving you a bit of a, what do you even call this? A well-being check, kind of, to focus on yourself and what you want, not what other people want from you. But also to focus on the things that make you feel good. And not past relationships that basically freaking drained you, that you cannot change anything of, because the Six of Cups is also about romanticizing the past, nostalgia, things like that. It is positive nostalgia, but at the same time, to what end are you gonna stare at the past and try your best to change the, what is it called, the past? But I don't know if that works, to be honest. There's an actual manifestation technique about it, I forgot what it's called, where you try to change the fact of the past and then pretend that something new happened. But I personally don't believe in that one, not gonna lie, sorry. But whatever the case is, don't know why I said that in the first place. There are new things coming towards you, and I feel like you will be adding freshness to your own life as well. But also you'll be communicating with new people here. Again, the cycles keep turning, and I feel like you're on a positive trajectory. Sorry. So if something went really freaking sour recently, I promise you there's better things coming along to make you feel better, but also to soothe you, because I feel like some of you here have been in a lot more pain lately than you should be. Well, than you should be sounds weird, but pain is pain. You gotta feel it. You can't intellectualize it, basically. Or maybe for some of you as well, you do this thing where you're very logical, but the pain is just like, hello, I need to be felt. And the pain comes when you're in a very good place in your life, because you finally have the capacity to feel it, basically. So that's what it's doing now, feeling itself. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for being here, and for listening to this. But yeah, feel yourself, I guess, because the confidence is there, and the positivity is coming towards you, basically. But this is what I have. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one. Bye.